Democrats have stumbled upon what they think is a solution to their problem with male voters. They manufactured a new role model. The bad news is this role model does not exist, except in the mind of the New York Times. The Times Magazine wrote a piece about the rise of so-called himbos. Check out their psychobabble. The new dream guy is beefy, placid, and politically ambiguous. At first, I thought they meant flaccid, and I know Greg Gutfeld is taking medicine for that right now, but it's placid. Greg, do you have any idea what they're talking about? I don't know placid or flaccid.
They're mistaken in thinking that they actually have a choice in this. They don't. They'll be lucky if they get a substance abuser who might pay for half of dinner. I got to be frank with the Dems. It's not us. It's you. Yeah. You continually try to redefine the male, but it's your filter for reality that is so damaged. It's driven males away. First, you demanded that we assume your politics. Then when we fled, you said, well, no. You really don't have to. You don't have to voice our politics. Be ambiguous about it. Be kind of dumb about it. Play dumb. No, we're not going to keep our mouths closed. We're done with your politics. We've said this before. We were never interested in politics. We're not responsible for the Bud Light fiasco or the Cracker Barrel disaster. Those were all created by women. And when politics started to blame men as toxic, we know when we're not wanted. We're out of here. So good luck.
All right, Joe, if I were you, I'd be offended because they said handsome, strong, which you are, but they also said can lift a tongue but can't spell one. that we're somehow dumb. Are you offended at the new role male model?
They said beefy, placid, and politically ambiguous. That's a Republican is what that is, because that means that placid is basically not easily upset. If a guy is in shape, he's not easily upset, and he's not letting you know his politics, it's because he wants to take you on another date, and he's afraid you're going to get mad when he starts talking about his guns. That's all it is.
Speaking of getting mad, Dana, I am not a woman. I have 3 sisters, despite what Nancy Mace accused me of. I'm not transgender either. I would be offended if I was a woman, that there's some certain set of characteristics that we're not free to choose for ourselves what we find attractive. Or am I overreading?
I think you're overreading it a lot. Right. And I also think that politics doesn't matter, shouldn't matter in a relationship. But if it's important to you, then fine. The New York Times continues to write these things because they realize they're trying to help the Democrats, but they were the ones that fully embraced the life of Julia. And the life of Julia was meant to be that the government would be your partner. And that hasn't worked out so well.
All right, Jessica, we got expertise from the New York Times about how to recapture male voters. What should they do? I really don't think it's this article.
I do not think it's this article either. I actually think it's no article. It's exit polls and it's the interviews that were conducted right before the election and in the immediate aftermath, where people said, I'll take a flyer on the crazy guy because your party feels preachy. And that's really all that it is. Just be yourself and don't try to conform to some stereotype. If you can't bench press 135 pounds, I don't really care. No one likes Mom Donnie.
I care
about his
435.
No, 135.
Oh. That's what the controversy was, that he couldn't bench.
135.
Yeah.
Right.
We can do that, can't we?
Age.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.